Oh shit, hold on. We got predator. School counselor realizes he's been caught. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, just look at him. You can lucky tell. I don't know. He's like an old like 2010s YouTuber. I don't know. I don't know. The dyed hair. I don't know. He just gives off that vibe. My bad. My bad. My bad. I don't know. Oh my god, with the earring and the little mole on him. How old are you? I ain't gonna lie. He probably like 20 something, but like he got like the roughest 20 ever. Oh, let me say. Yeah. What? Oh my god. What is going on? Oh my god. Oh wait, he didn't kill her, right? Oh my god. Hiding in the woods with her phone? Bro, I know I'm not tripping, bro. He looks like one of those old, like like Bijou Mike. I don't even know. Don't respect to him though. What? School counselor, bro. See, you can't never trust no school counselor. I'll tell you right now. So, well, matter of fact, I feel like most school counselors are fucking useless anyway. Like, they don't really do much except just like sit there and say they're a counselor. Are they like really actually useful for anything? It can't be. Oh my god, what just happened? Oh no, actually. Professionally, a lot more than professionally. Damn, hold on, my bad. Hold on. They got car play up in them. They got car play up in them police cars. They arrest somebody, be like, hey, you trying to play something in the car play? Oh my god! Wait, hold on. There we go. But where is he? Where is she at?
And found a bike, and then a male had ran into the woods. Dara's wearing booty shorts. The male finally came out. It is her school counselor. He is 29 years old. It's Samuel Caffey. They've been thinking something was kind of weird between the interactions between him and their daughter. They said he finally came out of the woods after they were up here for quite a while. He came walking back out to his street bike here.
The girl's parents told the deputy that they had waited for about an hour for Sam to finally emerge from the woods. Her mother had first become uncomfortable with her daughter's relationship with her school counselor in mid-December 2022. She was missing a significant amount of class time and spending it in Sam's office. The first week of January, she went to the school to address her concerns, only to discover that her daughter was with him in his office at that very moment. At the scene, the deputy speaks with the teen's mother and stepdad to establish more of the story about how they ended up here today.
Your daughter's just hanging out in the back of the car.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of go keep an eye on her.
So
I don't believe there's anything
fine.
she has that she can like herself with, but she's said it multiple times because she didn't want us to find out who she was in the woods with, and we said, hey, if he's an
Jesus, man. Like, how do you even get in this situation? Why are you out here in the woods with this fucking school counselor, brother? How? If he's an 18-year-old boy, no problem. How old is she though? Huh. Calm down now.
18-year-old boy?
Like, what? I mean, like, well.
We'll be gladly give him his keys to his car back, and we'll leave.
When you got here, where'd they go?
When
they got here first?
Walking, and I said, well, whose bike is this? And she said, oh, I don't know. But then she went and took her phone off of it, and I said, well, you know whose bike it is, like whose house, whose property is this? What are you doing? Who are you with? And
He was
like,
just cycling
they
around on
wouldn't
his
show
bike.
themselves. They were hiding in the woods, and I thought I was gonna come up here. Maybe
It's gotta
she
be
got
crazy,
hit by a
Lord.
car. You know, who knows? Somebody pick her up. I'm freaking out. Like she's not picking up. Her phone's not even moving.
All right, but like, look further on the side note, this is one ugly ass fucking car right here. Jesus, this motherfucker look like I made it.
And
Did
so,
she drive up here or did?
no, she said she was going on a run. I don't know if she hopped on that bike and came up here, if he picked her up and brought her up here, or if she actually ran her little butt up here and met him up here. I don't know.
Though they wouldn't discover this just yet, right before the deputy arrived, the 15-year-old messaged Sam on Snapchat, writing, "They took your keys and got your license plate, and I don't know what to do."
They took your keys and got your license plate. What? How did they end up with this? Is this motherfucker stupid? Did he give his keys to her?
Investigators later
Listen, man, I don't condone this, but clearly they weren't even trying for real.
discovered a note underneath this message reading, "You changed chats to delete immediately."
I'm just saying,
The
if they
other
were trying
messages
for real,
exchanged
this
between
wouldn't have gone
Sam
out
and the
like that.
student would paint a horrifying picture.
I know I'm being asked to stay, right? I guess
Yep.
I wasn't directly being asked to stay, but I know you have my ID and my key.
Yep. You're not going nowhere.
Sure.
There's 2 detectives on their way out here. They're going to be coming up to talk to you.
Sure.
So just hang tight over next to your bike. They're going to be here soon. And
You know he
the
could.
detective sergeant is following up.
He's taking them away to lie right now.
The school to find out as to why you're up here with a 15-year-old girl.
Oh, what? She's 15, and the parents is talking about, oh, if he's 18, no problem. You know, we'll just give him his keys and leave. Motherfucker, no.
Hiding in the woods. So you can go and wait over next to your bike.
One last question, if I may. What crime am I being?
All of the above.
Crime? Okay, well, right now would be a potential offense.
You can see in his eyes, he's sitting there thinking like, damn, how much time is that gonna be? He already know he's guilty. He's just thinking like, how much time would that be?
And what evidence to put me other than just the circumstances?
So,
Is that what it is?
okay, before you try to YouTube lawyer it up, let me inform you right now, based on reasonable suspicion,
Sure.
YouTube lawyer it
which
up.
is Terry v. Ohio,
That's what
I can reasonably detain you for the time being for an investigation. You are up here, you're 29 years old, you were
Ah, my God. 29. I mean, like, I don't know if that's a rough 29 or not, honestly. I mean, well, I've seen good-looking 29-year-olds. This definitely might be a little bit of a rough 29. I mean, I see why.
school counselor. You were up here with a 15-year-old
But
girl.
15 and
that is
29
wearing
is wild
Very short
work.
shorts. She was hiding from her parents. She came walking out, most likely from the back of the bushes, wherever you guys were. Her phone was sitting on
He
your
like,
bike.
no.
You were hiding in the woods for almost an hour. So, based on that information, at this time, I am telling you, you are not free to go.
Yes.
Okay. Wait next to your bike.
I will. Thank you.
Hey, Jeff.
Just hiding up in the woods like... just hiding up in the woods like, oh, shit. Oh. They can't find me, right? They can't find me. They can't find me.
Yeah, there's something weird about this guy. He's weird. He's smirking when he's asking if he's free to go. I'm informing him no. He's asking why not. And he's sitting there smirking.
Following this discussion, a decision is made.
Do you have your cell phone on you? Let me see your cell phone. Based on exigent circumstances and the fact that you could be destroying evidence of a crime, taking your phone for the time being.
You don't want to...
You can do that.
He's
Yes.
scared. He's scared for them to search that phone.
Have your daughter's phone?
It isn't long before the detectives arrive and the deputy briefs them about the situation.
But his behavior is off.
Sam is brought into a vehicle to speak with investigators. He's Mirandized and tells them that he's been a high school counselor at Shelton High School for 7 years.
Oh
He works
my
specifically with the
God.
freshmen, overseeing about
Oh
400
my
students.
God.
Because of
work specifically with the freshmen. You cannot make this up. They can't be doing these background checks right. They gave this man a roster of 400 freshmen. He's 29. Oh, no, they can't be doing these background checks right. Let me have been doing the background check for him. I would have went all the way back to the motherfucking old, like, Omegle days. He's not going anywhere. No.
My age, demeanor, I'm the softest landing, meaning I'm the most approachable. I come from a place of really, like, soft-heartedness. They were like, you should be the freshman guy. So I usually pick a handful of kids that I really deeply invest in.
Sam explains that the 15-year-old girl is one of those students.
So what brings you then to where we're at here?
Yeah. One of my students that I've gotten to know really well, who's in my like DBT, dialectical and behavioral therapy group, who's somebody who comes and checks in with me pretty regularly. And so she recently had some kind of abnormal home situations. And so we've been staying in better contract electronically about what's going on.
Sam tells them that the abnormal situation was an argument between the teen and her mother.
She ended up, in her words, punching a tree and showing me pictures of how bruised up her fists were, her right fist was. And then she sent me a picture of her bruised forehead from her and her mom both said that she had smashed her head into the wall repeatedly because she stated that they were not listening to her.
Sam reveals that this isn't the first time he's been in trouble at work because of his inappropriate behavior with students.
That was a conversation that I had with HR and my evaluator earlier this year because I was allowing students to reach out to me via Google Voice and Instagram.
Via Instagram. Why on any circumstance would a student be able to text their counselor on Instagram? Give me the phone number of that evaluator and HR. We gotta have some conversations. Y'all are some ass.
To be able to get a hold of me when they were having problems and going through things.
Investigators reached out to Sam's now ex-wife, Rachel, and she told them she always had an issue with Sam's boundaries with his female students.
Y'all all knew, bro. Y'all all knew.
In an EWU exclusive interview, Rachel discussed a particular incident between Sam and a different student than the one he was caught with.
But she had said a few inappropriate comments, and I had come back with, hey, that like makes me uncomfortable. That should make you uncomfortable. Why haven't you said anything? Because letting it slide communicates that you like that attention from her, and she should be, assigned to someone else, and he didn't do it. He would have a game theory over Discord.
But I have a theory. Just a game theory. Wait, was that an actual game theory reference right there?
Or late at night. So it was, I think it was late Friday nights or something. But sometimes he would be up until like midnight. I get wanting to like do this thing with your students, but that's pretty late.
So there was one parent that had agreed initially, and then at one point they said, yeah, I don't feel comfortable with this anymore. Mr. Caffey dropped an F-bomb, and it sounded like they were talking more as friends than as a counselor, and I was willing to submit records of all the text message exchanges to try to state it, that there was no malfeasance here. And that's not what they were looking for. They just needed to document that they had that conversation.
He's not. He thinks he's slick.
Grooming policy looked like, as well as electronic communication, and they had asked me to cease electronic communication with students.
And he didn't.
Or else further disciplinary actions would happen. And I did that with some students, but not all students.
Okay.
And that's
that should be evidence enough. That should be evidence enough.
In her interview, Rachel shared that even Sam's own friends had noticed something was off.
One of them had said that they always got a weird feeling that he liked the attention he got from female students that he worked with specifically.
So let's talk about these circumstances here. What's going on here today?
Yeah. I talk pretty regularly.
This is a massive understatement, as will soon become clear. Sam reveals that he mostly communicated with the student over Snapchat, but also spoke on Instagram.
Oh my God, there's just so many things wrong with this, bro. First of all, why are you using Snapchat in fucking 2026? Come on, bro, lock in. Lock the fuck in. Nobody like Snapchat in the big 2-6.
Sam claims the student said she wanted to talk to him.
I feel like he was kind of like wanted to be like a white knight and just kind of like save them all. was kind of the impression for a while.
Yeah. I suggested that I come out and check in with her, and I initiated that.
Okay.
In the forest?
So why the personal check-in when you guys had clearly been communicating via social media?
It's different face-to-face.
Okay. How did you know where to pick her up?
Because I have access to her address, and I had...
Via the school's database?
Wow.
Okay. Is that something you're supposed to use for off-duty purposes?
No.
According to the
That's
school's
correct.
IT department, the last time Sam accessed the school's student database was back in March, meaning that he hadn't recently looked up her address.
Oh, he
Tell me
already
about
knew.
what happened when you showed up.
She said that she was going to go on a run and that she was going to meet me at her mailboxes.
Okay.
And so I drove and sat and saw her run by the mailboxes, and she saw me, and she ran up to me. And then she was worried, and we were worried that Mom would come by the driveway and see us, and she was worried about that. So she hopped
Are they
on my
next to
back
her
and we
house?
puttered up here.
Okay.
We pulled off, and then we stood and we talked.
Sam claims that they were only speaking for 10 minutes when the girl's mother and stepdad arrived. However, the fact that she was gone long enough for them to become concerned puts this statement in doubt.
And so I stepped forward and hopped into the bushes.
Why'd you do that?
1, Mom wasn't aware that we were up here. 2, my fear was I've already had a conversation with my district and my HR around student contact, and that this clearly put my job at risk.
At any time did you come out and say, hey, it's me?
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
How far into the conversation was that?
How far?
He had shot his personal weapon into the air twice.
Oh, that boy got scared
What
when
do you
the
mean personal
iron got
weapon?
He had a
popped
firearm,
up.
and so he shot his firearm twice on 2 different occasions.
That had to be disconcerting.
Definitely was.
Was he saying
I don't even know what that word means.
anything when he did that?
Yelled out, "She's 15."
According to police documents, they found casings on the ground near the mother and stepdad.
Ooh, that boy. Hey, that's a G-Ad dad right there. That's a G-Ad dad right there. He came out, just firing them up in the air. Even though I'm pretty sure you can get arrested for that too. But
Vehicle. It was soon after this that Sam finally came out of the woods.
I
it
just
came
said,
out too.
"Hey,
Stop!
it's me. Let me explain myself."
Did he?
A little bit. He was pretty upset. Said he had every right to put my face through my...
The teen's mother and stepdad revealed that this wasn't the first shocking incident involving Sam. On January 22nd, 2023, a few months earlier, they had taken their daughter snowboarding when Sam seemed to show up randomly and attach himself to their group. He made 3 passes down the mountain with them. The stepdad said that he wouldn't let the girl out of his sight during this incident, but saw that at one point the 15-year-old noticed she lost her nose ring, and Sam took out his earring and gave it to her to wear. He also took a video of her snowboarding on his phone.
Are you required to be licensed to be a school
I
counselor?
have a certificate.
Okay. That's
A
probably in
weak-ass
jeopardy
certificate.
because of this contact, which tells me that there's something profoundly different about this contact or this
weak-ass
relationship you
man,
have with this
that
student,
weak-ass
that
baby,
you're
wait,
willing
wait.
to put all that away and jeopardize all of that. Why her? Why are you risking everything for her?
I don't think it's just, like... I think if you look at who I choose to invest in, like, I really...
He tried his
work
hardest
this
to think of
job
something.
with my heart on my sleeve all the time.
Okay.
And so, yeah, especially through the last couple months of this year, like, I've maybe overstretched in my professional boundaries, but in a place of, like, I know what I'm doing is supporting kids. I thought having a familiar, comfortable face that she trusted to tell her that it was going to be okay was helpful.
Okay. Because I'm going to tell you exactly what this looks like and exactly what it smells like, and I think exactly what it is. Okay? This is grooming behavior. Okay? And as a
Talk to
counselor,
him.
I know damn good and well you know exactly what that is. Okay?
Soon after detectives arrived, the 15-year-old girl was transported to the hospital due to the threats she had made. She was then enrolled into a long-term psychiatric treatment facility, and according to police documents, she was extremely affected by what had transpired between her and Sam. She couldn't talk about it without having an emotional breakdown. However, she would eventually speak, revealing that the worst details are yet to
Oh
come.
my God.
I'm going to be honest
What
with
did
you.
he do?
Okay? You know that.
Yeah.
You crossed about every ethical boundary that exists.
Every single one.
Absolutely. I don't think it's for altruistic reasons, okay? I think that your relationship with this student in particular has crossed over from being a counselor-student relationship to a relationship between a man and a woman.
Okay? I know it's hard job
I think
hearing
at
that.
this point, I would like a lawyer in order to further have this conversation.
That's what they all say.
Okay. That is your right.
After refusing to speak, Sam was eventually released and allowed to leave without charges. However, the investigation continued. Rachel, who had no idea where Sam had been or that he had been meeting a student, became an unlikely wealth of information.
The detective was essentially like, if you want to be done, you can be done. But if you want to see if you can get any information to help our case as well, and you're like,
her nose is kind of big.
My
bad.
Then
like, wrong stuff.
That would be great. And I was completely done before then, but it was kind of like I'm gonna manipulate the manipulator a little bit to get information from him.
After talking with Sam, Rachel spoke with a detective.
I let him stay with me that night because I was worried about him.
Did he stay with us?
Oh yeah.
That night he did?
Yeah, there was something that night. And then reading the report, because I got the report already, and I read it. It's just kind of like, wow, like, he did completely manipulate her too. Being like, if this got out,
According to police documents, not only had Sam told the student his plan if they ever got caught, but there had been a time when he thought they'd been caught, and he almost attempted to carry out his plan. In her interview, Rachel explained they'd been caught.
Wait, what? Hold on, I want to read this though. Stated at one time Sam thought they did get caught, and Sam went to try and got ready to down a bunch of pills. He was getting ready to himself.
And he almost attempted to carry out his plan. In her interview, Rachel explains that earlier that year, she and Sam had experienced problems and separated before reconciling. During the separation, they had dated other people and later discussed those relationships when they got back together.
he told me he had gone on a few dates. Someone who's younger than me, but he had said that things had just gotten like romantic with someone around Valentine's.
What Rachel hadn't known at the time was that Sam had been referring to the student. Since her phone had been seized by police, they discovered that the 15-year-old had written messages to Sam in her Notes app. One message seems to confirm this date of Valentine's Day and reads, "I already had thought about us being each other's Valentines because we were super flirty. Then you started hinting to me that you might be getting me something, so I wrote that."
Oh my God, bro. I don't understand how this happens. And even for the younger students, so like what? I know like they're younger, then they're like more impressionable. I think that's the word, and they could like easily be manipulated. But like, I mean, like, if you're younger, why the fuck did you want to be with that old fart? The dude's 29. Oh, all right. He damn near entering unk territory. Why would you even want to be with that?
Note and made you that bracelet, so I'm always with you. She goes on to say that never in a million years would I think that this is what was going to happen. Based on the note, the student would have just turned 15 a month prior.
Talking to her when she was
Police
14.
also found a photo time-stamped February 14th, showing a heart-shaped box of chocolates, what appears to be marijuana, and 2 vape cartridges. It was revealed that Sam also bought her a pink sweatshirt, an anime keychain, a stuffed animal, a book, and a hair treatment. Sam also kept her vape pen in his office so she could use it at school and not get caught.
Later, he had told me that he had kissed someone on Valentine's Day.
The student eventually began speaking with a new counselor who told detectives she and Sam would meet on the school campus and go into a closet.
Ooh.
In fact, they had also met up at the same location where they were eventually caught on several other occasions.
Did he refer to her as girlfriend? Like after this all?
Yes. At points that like they were girlfriend and boyfriend.
She could be lying her ass off right now and like they wouldn't even question it. Cause that's his ex-wife. She could just like hate his guts and like lie his ass off like, oh yeah. And then like also at this one other time, I'm pretty sure I remember him like he was getting a little flirty with another girl and like I don't know, she looked a little young to me. Like she could just lie her ass off.
On that.
The student had a contact in her phone named My Love with a red heart emoji. When selected, it opened Snapchat and started calling Sam Caffey. If this wasn't concerning enough, in one note intended for Sam, she wrote, "I remember the way you would look at me and the way you grabbed my waist. I remember how you would hold my face and tell me how much you love me." As well, in a Snapchat message, she told Sam, "I'll always love and support you. I'll never abandon you. I will never leave you, Sam."
Did he say he loved her? He told me that he had said that.
Though he hadn't cooperated previously, Sam eventually handed over his phone password, telling investigators it was the phrase, "What are you doing, kiddo?" In Sam's Snapchat data, they found a video he sent to the student where he filmed himself driving and saying, "I love you, and yeah, I miss you. I think about you all the time." As horrifying as this was, it was only the tip of the iceberg. Rachel reveals another twisted element, that Sam's pattern of behavior had started much earlier.
I did want to say that, like, I was a current student, Sam's first year. I think you already know that.
While they didn't interact when Rachel was a student, she explains that she had been 19 when they matched on Tinder, and he was 26.
Wait, hold on. I forgot to get a thumbnail. Hold on.
She also shares that he'd already dated someone from her graduating class before meeting her.
But I remember asking Sam if he had remembered me. And he said, obviously he did because he was like, look me up. But he said that he did, and that he had liked the way that I looked at him, even though I'd only looked at him like twice.
In her EWU exclusive interview, Rachel reflects on why Sam had dated her when she was 19.
My best friend, I think she put it really well one day when we were talking about it, and she said that I was probably just the acceptable version of what he wanted.
Did you ask him if there was ever anyone else? Other students?
Yes.
Okay, but like, hold on though. On the side note, did I just see the word Game of Thrones somewhere? But hold on a side note, this bitch is nasty. Both of y'all nasty. Get your shoes off the motherfucking chairs. Y'all so nasty. And look at these dirty ass boots. Her shoes might not even be that bad. I mean, like, they look white, they might be clean, but these dirty ass boots all on the chair, bro. You're not the only one who even sits on this chair. Like, God damn, bro. My bad.
Other students?
Yes.
Though Sam had been caught acting inappropriately with one student already, she wasn't the first. Another student eventually came forward and shared that earlier that same year, when she was a freshman, Sam began calling her into his office to check on her. She said that by December or January, they were talking non-stop and had added each other on Discord and Instagram.
And he's on Discord?
This student reported that Sam would hug her, which she described as really awkward because it felt like a romantic hug since his arms were around her tightly and she could feel his hand on her lower back.
My bad.
He also bought her presents, such as earrings, a Nintendo DS, stickers, and snacks.
He had said there was only one other student that he had said I love you to.
This first student said that Sam told her he loved her and asked, "Do you love me too?" She said she agreed, but didn't mean it in a romantical way. The student said it got progressively worse throughout the following weeks because Sam told her she was his dream girl and that he fantasized about her and saw a future with her. A couple days after her 15th birthday, she walked into his office and Sam told her 3 more years and that he would wait for her because he saw something in her. She said it just got so gross to the point where I didn't...
Bro. It's literally reminds me of that one, I think it was it T. Nichols? It was somebody. I think it was T. Nichols because he like fell off the face of the earth. He got caught in Discord saying, "I can't wait till you turn 18 so I can fly you out to my house." This is exactly what it reminds me of.
Feel safe in the school anymore.
They're actually, what we do know is the two girls are very similar.
Really?
Yeah, like the situation and the gifts and the dating and I love you. And that she's been extremely messed up too.
This student eventually left the school because she didn't feel safe or comfortable.
Oh.
Returning to the student that Sam had been caught with, there are a few final horrific details.
How bad can it get?
Of, like, she told him she didn't want to, and he said it would be making love.
So
yeah, and
what? No, this is serious. She talking about that's so Sam. What does that even mean? That's so Sam. What?
So 15-year-old.
The student revealed that she had sent Sam photos of herself and that he had actually been to her house on at least one occasion, possibly more. In one incident, they watched a movie in her bed and Sam performed inappropriate acts on her. Sam was charged with the assault of a child in the 3rd degree, and distributing a controlled substance to a minor. On June 2nd, he was
Wait,
arrested.
what? When did that happen?
Go ahead and interlace your fingers and turn around, palms to the ground. Very much.
No way, he
It
got
was
the
eventually
AirPods in.
revealed that the
Think he
reason
nonchalant?
Sam had gone to see the 15-year-old student that day was because she was going to stay with her dad, and he came to give her, quote, one last kiss before you go.
Hey, Sam, so I'm not going to ask you any questions, okay?
No way you sold like that. Like, obviously, it's great that he got caught. He's a piece of shit. But how do you sell like that? That's a
I just wanted to
crazy
say
way to
something
go.
real quick, if that's okay with you. So listen, I know people make mistakes, right?
Shut that shit up. Talking about making mistakes. Ain't nothing a mistake. But to be honest, though, she probably about to say something else crazy like, but this ain't a mistake, you bitch. That's gonna be crazy.
Okay, this is not equaling a conviction right now, it's just probable cause, okay? I know people make mistakes. That being said, it's not the end of life, right? Okay? So, if you could please do me a big favor and do everyone a big favor and take care of yourself and not do anything kind of silly.
Man, shut that shit up, bro. Talking about something that's not the end of life. This is the end of his life. Trying to be all positive and shit. No. He was trying to diddle a kid. Now it's the end of his life and his career. And it's over. Well, it might not be the end of his life. Well, I mean, he's probably not going to go to jail. He's probably just going to, like, be a sexual offender. That's what they call a sex offender. He's probably just going to be a sex offender. And they, like, they do that little shit where he has to go to every door and knock on them and be like, I am a registered sex offender. And then they just look at him at the door like, ugh. They give him that little look like, ugh. But yeah, he's probably not gonna go to jail, as far as I know. That's about it now, baby.